What's up people, how's it going? Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. I hope everybody's been doing well and everybody's safe as well. So a quick update on the video setup. So those of you who haven't checked out my previous video, I will link it up there. And as I was speaking in the previous video, I'm trying to find the optimum settings for the Insta360. So in the previous video I had mentioned that I'll probably try and bring down the sharpness settings all the way down to what the camera permits and see if there is an improvement. And yes, it did improve the video quality by some amount, but still a lot of a lot of adjustments are still required. So I'm happy with what the sharpness modifications to the sharpness settings have brought about, but still I still need to probably play around with the ISO values and the exposure times as well. So from here on out I'll be doing that. But in today's video, normally I would do this vlogging during after hours, like mostly when I'm commuting back from office. But today I just wanted to check out how the camera would perform in these lighting conditions. So a beautiful sunset in progress at the moment, but I just wanted to see how it would perform. It's not that at least in the immediate future I would get many opportunities to vlog at this time of the day, but you never know. In addition to all that, the other thing that I would really like to figure out is the amount of vibration in the GoPro. So during night time it's really difficult to gauge the amount of vibrations, because almost everything is dark. So today's vlog probably will give me a good understanding or estimate of what really is happening over there. So hopefully with this test I should be able to figure out what's really happening, and probably I'll also try swapping both the cameras. That's what I had mentioned in the previous video as well. I'll try to swap the GoPro on the Insta360 and see how that would play out. So those are the things that are in the offing. So let's see. So enough with the updates on the video setup. So hopefully things will come along nicely in the coming days. A lot of traffic today. I mean, it's no surprise. Right now I'm moving about in the rush hour, so hopefully I'll find spots where the traffic has eased up a bit and I could talk with relatively less things to worry about. So one thing that I believe is innate to human beings is our spirit of exploration. I think that has been one of the fundamental qualities which has led us to populate most of the land masses on the planet. And once we were able to do that, now we are looking beyond the blue yonder and see and understand what lies beyond it. And to that effect, in December of last year, NASA launched the James Webb telescope. I mean, after a lot of delays, most of the delays were attributed to technical difficulties, rightfully so too, but it's really good to know that it's out there. And before I speak about it, we must, or I must, acknowledge, the contributions made by its predecessor, that is the Hubble telescope. It was launched around 1990, and since the last 30 years it has contributed enormously in understanding our understanding of the universe around us, and it has helped us in determining or estimating the age of the universe. It has helped us to understand what happens when stars explode. It has helped us to understand black holes. It has also helped us to come at the consensus that the universe is expanding at an accelerated rate. So the accelerated expansion of the universe is one of the foundation stones or the cornerstones of our understanding of the universe, and Hubble telescope was instrumental in us being able to come to that conclusion. So the instrument, or the telescope rather, has a rich legacy, but as with any legacies, with march of time, it had its own fair share of glitches, as it is in a very, very, very tough environment, and the last 30 years have definitely taken a toll on it. Latest being the latest glitch was in November of last year, when there were problems with synchronization of the COM module, which led to 4 of the main scientific instruments on board the telescope to go into protective sleep mode. But as of right now, it's up and running. I'm not sure if all the 4 instruments are operational, but yes, it's still beaming images for us to gain better understanding of the space around us. But still, it's good that we have its replacement or an alternate mechanism for us to understand where we are. So James Webb telescope, I think, was launched from the French Guiana in December rather, though it was scheduled to be launched in 2011 for a budget of $1 billion. It ballooned to almost $10 billion, and it finally was out in 2021. And the reason why there were so many delays and cost overshoots, time overshoots, is because of the complexities involved. So if you look at the telescope, the Hubble telescope is probably the size of a bus, buses like that, whereas the James Webb telescope is enormous. It's probably even slightly bigger than a basketball court. So that gives you perspective about the enormity of the task that the NASA engineers and scientists had. So the biggest challenge for them was there is no big enough rocket anywhere in the world that would have facilitated transportation of the telescope in its completely deployed state. So they had to figure out ways in which they can fold the entire thing up and then expand it or deploy it to its complete state in one shot. And that was the challenge that those scientists were grappling with. And so far, now that it is out and it's deployed, so far things have gone well, and I hope that continues to be the case, because it's not still out of the woods yet. There are numerous challenges and milestones to be achieved. So if you look at the Hubble's telescope, it's probably operational at a distance of 400 miles from the Earth's atmosphere, or the top layer of the Earth's atmosphere, whereas for James Webb telescope to be properly operational, it requires to travel to distances of approximately 1,000,000 miles away from Earth. I mean, it needs to go that far for for it to be completely operable, and that's a enormous distance. Imagine it reaches its final destination and then there is a technical snag. There is no way we could send an astronaut or send a repair team and fix it, because that's exactly what happened with Hubble in 1990 when it finally reached the distance that it has to go for its operational purposes. It developed a technical snag, and the first set of images that we received were all fuzzy. So they had to scramble a repair team to go and fix it, and that's an opportunity that's not an option that's available right now. So the engineers at NASA had the arduous task of engineering everything to perfection. I mean, that's what they had to do, so that they could have the satisfaction or the confidence that once it travels 1,000,000 miles away from our planet, the first image that we get is perfect in all aspects. So kudos to them that whatever they have done seems to be working, and hopefully everything will work out, and James Webb telescope will deliver on the promise that we can look farther and further back into our universe, because the Hubble's telescope was probably able to capture light which was around 400 million years after the Big Bang, whereas the James Webb telescope can send back or capture light and data from as early as 250 million years after Big Bang. And this is the time period in which the first starlight started streaking across the cosmos, and this time period also in many ways is attributed as the cosmic dawn. So there is a great promise that once everything is up and running, the James Webb telescope should be able to expand our horizons in terms of our understanding of the universe. So let's hope and see how things pan out. So with these thoughts, I'll be signing off from today's video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. So until then, peace out.